So let's tell some home truths about the recruitment market. I really do believe that at least 90% of it is an absolute and utter con. Let's look at the average age of a recruiter. Don't know the stat, got to be about 25, 26, 27, something like that. Some of them are placing people on 100, 2, 3, 400k salaries. And what are they actually doing to earn that fee? Do you think they're actually consultants? That's just a made-up title they like to add to their LinkedIn profile to show their mum and dad. But what you've got to try and do is figure out who does add value and who doesn't add value. These are the things I would be looking for. Number one, recruiters, if they have a hooky track record, which is, for definition, less than a year, it's because they got fired because they didn't sell anything. So in a previous life, I owned a recruitment company. We had probably 10 consultants at any one point, I would have said. And actually, if you had someone who was a reliable biller, there is no way you would let them leave. It's important to you because if they don't bill and they don't place people, you're either going to have wasted 3 months of your life telling your boss you thought you'd filled the role, you might have paid a retainer on top of it, or actually the worst thing that will happen is they're going to somehow swizzle you into hiring one of their candidates. So the number one thing I would look for is track record. The next thing I would look at is actually whether they properly understand your market. If there's somebody you're dealing with who has actually functionally done the job that you're hiring for, that's a great start. But I recently saw a very high-profile IT company hire a recruiter as head of talent whose previous job was head of talent at Krispy Kreme. Now, this company hires salespeople that carry targets that are something like £4 to £6 million. That's more than the turnover of 90% of the UK companies. The next point, which is point number 3, which I think is just as important really, is how much empathy will the recruiter you've briefed have with your target audience? The benefit of using a recruiter who looks like and feels like your target audience is that what it means is your target audience is more likely to reply. So on average, the searches that I do, the candidate cohort that we start with, that has 150 target candidates within it. Our reply rate is about 70%. So if you've got a cohort of 150, the average reply rate is 13%. That means your recruiter's speaking to 20. And which 20 are going to reply to them? Because in the top 20,